broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I'm terrible.
I'll do it. En Barranquilla se quedó.
Go ahead, Steph.
That was some salsa for you guys.
Yeah,
hey.
some salsa. So, you guys, we have some incredible guests in the house. This is AFTERBUZZ TV, Jane the Virgin, episode, what number? Number 4. Yes, I'm so excited.
4.
Yeah, and I am Madison Chase, your trainer to the stars and the star in you. And the reason why I wanted to do this show is because I am your no sex till marriage expert. I am a virgin.
Woo!
Yeah. Clap for me. It's getting harder and harder the older I get. Yeah, so who else do we have in the studio? You guys, co-hosts.
Not a no sex till marriage expert, but I do love this show, and I'm Giselle, wait for it, Ugarte.
Ugarte,
the night, Giorgi,
yes.
but tonight it's Ugarte.
Yes.
To my left.
Hey, y'all, it's Steffi G. What's good?
What's happening? And last but not least, we have 2 incredible guests from Jane the Virgin from the show. Go ahead. I think they're more than all right. Tell us your name and tell us who you are.
I'm Brett.
Brett who? What's
Brett Dier.
Brett Dier.
At Brett Dier.
At Brett Dier.
Okay. Michael.
Michael,
yes.
on Jane the Virgin. Yes, and
I'm Justin Baldoni at Justin Baldoni. I play Rafael.
Rafael with the halo.
With the halo.
Halo.
Team. There you go.
Okay, Beyonce,
love
give it
that.
to us. Yes.
Welcome to the show, fellas. Thank you both so much for coming. We
Thank you
appreciate
for having
it.
us.
Absolutely.
Yes, we're
And
so
actually, before we get started, I would love Justin to tell us about a big project that you're working on right now, The Good 30.
Yes.
Talk about
Social
it.
media movement.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, my team at Wayfair Entertainment and I, we try to make content that we believe can make the world a better place.
I love it.
So we started this movement. It's called Good 30, hashtag Good 30, and it's do something nice for someone who is not yourself in 30 seconds or less, and upload it with the hashtag Good 30.
I love it.
So it's really simple. We just wanted to. It's a social experiment. We wanted to see if we could get acts of kindness to spread.
Nice.
So, and even if you don't upload it, and you're just thinking about it, and you do something good, that's all that matters.
Could you do like a picture? Could you?
Sure.
Okay,
You can do whatever you want.
Too.
The goal is we wanted to take all of the pictures and video and edit it together into like the longest random act of kindness viral video. And then we're going to donate all the money to the Zach Sobiek Osteosarcoma Fund, which is it did this series of documentaries, which we can talk about later, about people who were
My
dying.
last days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful movie.
So yes, hashtag Good 30.
Hashtag Good 30. Okay,
Do
so
something
remind us at the end of the show so we can make sure that people actually do it.
I will. And
Yeah.
but that means you got to do it.
Okay, I'm put
down.
it in my head. Okay.
All right.
It's in my brain. It's in my brain. So, episode 4 actually starts with
Stress.
You think stress?
Yeah, the wedding.
Kind of, but it's like the wedding, like she's a little girl, and I love how they always kind of like foreshadow what's going to happen at the end. I love it because they kind of she does a wedding, and she's talking about being her mom's best friend. They're going to love each other forever, and then kind of doesn't end like that. Yeah,
But it is an adorable moment. I mean, again, we see the chemistry between mom and daughter, although the actress in those scenes is a little girl wearing grandma's wedding dress. And then we do end the episode with Jane trying on actual wedding dresses, which I love. I love those two together.
Yeah, but before we jump to that, because I heard we jump around. So they're actually planning the wedding. So it's Ziamara and Jane and the grandmother and Michael. So they're planning the wedding. Okay, so now what's up with the food truck at the wedding? Michael, come on. food truck at the wedding.
Is there a backstory with that?
Yeah,
like a joke?
what's happening?
I think Michael just loves food.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Grilled
Okay.
cheese truck, that'd be perfect.
Wouldn't that be great?
That
Yeah.
would be great.
A little behind the scenes, we have grilled cheese trucks come to set.
Shut
That is
Really?
true. And I can't eat it because I'm allergic to cheese and I have gluten allergies. Can you believe
Are
that?
you
That's
serious?
really obnoxious.
I like it for
Here's
him.
a quick.
You
real
have to
quick-
eat his?
I eat
Okay.
his.
They can't give you the gluten-free, dairy-free craft services.
Veggie cheese?
No.
Rude.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Gina has the gluten allergy, and she still eats it.
Really? I tried to bring them bread, and they're like, we can't accept outside stuff because it could be poisonous and will kill you or something.
Now that you guys picked up, you need to add that into your contract. You need the gluten-free,
Yes.
the dairy-free.
You're right. Let's get on
They
that.
do it. They bring it. We have amazing crafty.
Yeah, we do,
And
we do.
yeah, they
Have
bring
you
it
been
for bread.
allergic to cheese your whole life?
I don't know, just like the last couple weeks. No. Like a year, I think. But I can have goat cheese.
Well, no. It's just a friend of mine was allergic to cheese his whole life and then just had it recently and isn't anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's a cure?
No, but I'm saying, you know, every 7 years, like your immune.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
that's true. Your body
So,
changes
you know,
every 7
maybe
years.
try it. Have a Benadryl next to you. and
try it.
See what
Try it.
happens.
All right.
Uh-oh. Don't try it on set, though. Like,
I won't.
wait till you
Yeah.
leave.
I'm going to do it on my
and
day
then-
off.
Yeah, on your day off. But that might be why your skin looks so great.
Well, I got a couple pimples coming in. Maybe I had
Okay.
cheese
I'll
help you
by
with that.
mistake. But
Nobody-
thank you so much.
Yeah, your skin looks great. It looks
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah.
So back to the wedding
Back
planning.
to the wedding planning. Yeah.
So sorry. I know.
We get so distracted. We're just talking.
It's okay. So
Mhm.
Just let it happen.
It was
Yeah.
it's stressful, but what makes it worse is that they have the 6 days, so it just bothers me so much that they decided that, because that would have been my initial reason why to be like, no, we're not going to get married in a week
6 days.
because I don't have
Plan the
time to
wedding in 6
plan.
days.
I mean, I think it depends on how elaborate the wedding is. Okay, now you're married, Justin. Are you the only one that's married here?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Nobody else.
We got married in 3 months.
in 3 months.
Oh.
And the average wedding cost, I heard, is about $20,000. So
Are you asking me how much I spent?
you don't have to go into details because your wife might be watching or listening, so you don't have to go into details. But is that average? Do you know, like when you in your
You know
planning
what?
process?
I think that if we didn't have, we kind of did a do-it-yourself wedding, which
Which
was
is
really
important.
cool.
Yeah.
And we had our huge community of friends help and
I love
volunteer, and we all
it.
kind of came together, and it's like building a house.
Okay.
that's
And so
yeah.
I think it would have cost that or more
Right.
had that not happened.
Yeah.
But I feel like Jane's dealing with a much smaller budget than that.
Absolutely, she is. But
Unless her dad ends up pitching in.
which would make sense because he's
good point.
Rogelio. Yeah,
That's a
he's
good
a
point.
superstar. Yeah,
Right?
yeah, that
But
might
she
happen.
doesn't know it's her dad.
Not
True.
yet. That's
But she
coming.
still has 5 days.
Okay, so let's
6
take a little
days.
break for a second and let's talk about, because I heard your wedding proposal was incredible on YouTube and it went viral. So I know we're kind of digressing from the show, but I want to hear about it. Like, are you like a romantic kind of guy? Like, naturally, should you really have the halo like in real life?
I think
When I
we'll have
first
to-
saw
I'm
him,
gonna
he
go
was
ahead and answer
glowing.
that,
He
yes.
was glowing.
Yes.
I know. Yeah, and he
She
smells
was
good
the one
too.
that was glowing. She walked
Yeah,
in. Your energy. She walked in and like, lit up the room.
I know. That's Steffi G. Mhm.
I was stoked.
Yeah.
I was excited.
I'm
We would
surprised.
say-
I actually didn't even think you saw me because you saw Brett and went, "I love you."
I made sure to give you your attention first because I didn't want
That
you to
was
feel
very
that way.
cute. That was very
but
cute.
I was excited especially because of Ravenswood. I was such a big fan of that show.
I think you both are blushing. What's happening?
We're white.
Yeah, it's just,
That's what
the
it is.
lights.
It's
Yeah.
the lights.
the lights.
Okay. Okay. Now let's get back
So
to
yeah.
it.
So yes, I am romantic,
I
and I would say
love it.
hopeless, but I'm now married, so I
You're
guess
not hopeless anymore. Okay.
No, I proposed in a crazy way. I'm a filmmaker, so
Okay.
probably filmmaker before actor,
Mm-hmm.
and so like a painter would paint his fiance
Lisa,
something,
yeah.
or a singer would sing something. I
Right.
naturally make things.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go any further. You just
I know.
compare it to a painting. Jesus Christ.
He's an artist.
Pretty much. Yeah, we're all like,
Get out of here.
yeah, that's so
Steven,
nice.
can you make sure the AC's on?
Right.
Yeah.
'cause we're
it is
like-
getting hot.
Actually, it's for real, though.
Yeah, for real.
It happens.
It does happen. It does happen. Okay, so then we fast forward and we see that Jane and Michael have your first sleepover.
Oh, yes, yes.
That went well.
Yeah.
2 years and a first sleepover.
Unbelievable.
I know. Oh, that's
I know, right?
yeah.
Door
2
was
years.
open.
Yeah.
And
Well, Michael's patient. I mean, you got to give him credit for that, right?
That's what's driving me so crazy about the show right now is his patience.
Yeah.
Especially when she like jokes around to get him like aroused while they're in bed, and I'm like, get out of here! Like you're not gonna try and hit that right now.
Right, like stop it.
But he knows.
Yeah.
I know.
He's
Yeah.
used to it. You're used to blue
Yeah.
balls on the show.
Oh,
This is where Brett and Michael are very different.
Yeah. Me and my girlfriend go at it.
Uh-oh, girlfriend. Sorry.
But anyway, so wait, yes. What was the question?
You're like, I'm confused right now. What's
Michael's
happening?
very patient.
Yes, he's very patient.
Your character.
Well,
is
that's what you
very
do for
patient.
love. I guess you do anything for love if it's true
I
love.
would do anything. Sorry.
Sing it, Giselle.
Love it.
yes.
But I would not do that. That's not something I would do.
You wouldn't do that?
I don't think
I
would
would
know
wait.
wait.
would.
Steffi G would.
That's like, if a man told me he's like, let's wait, he'd be like, okay, of course.
I know somebody that would.
I would be like, why? Just at least give me a good reason.
Right. But if it's the right person, I think you would wait, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I would. I mean, somebody should wait for me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Believe.
Well, back to that scene and kind of back
Yeah.
to the marriage thing. So, Justin, you are a married actor now. So, what's it like filming those love scenes where you're coming out from under the blankets?
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're jumping ahead, Giselle, but go ahead. Talk
No,
about
that's
it.
the scene where she dreams about
We're
it.
talking about the first scene,
So-
her
right.
dream.
Her dream.
So should we just say how that ended for you?
Yes, let's talk about how that
The
ended.
sleepover?
She ended
Oh,
up with
yeah.
another man in bed.
What happened?
Didn't end well, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Three's Company.
yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty much. So what happens, Justin? You take over now. So she wakes up and she's thinking about.
Yeah, the first sleepover she has with Michael, she has a sex dream. We assume it's going to be Michael under the sheets, and then Rafael pops up.
Peekaboo.
Bam.
Boom.
Yeah.
And that's
So,
it.
and to answer your question, it's not sexy when you shoot these things.
No, not at all.
It's not even
It's-
close to sexy. You're
I'm
It's
Heard.
awkward.
in that particular situation because you have the lights and then you're underneath blankets and you're sweating. And it's really uncomfortable and
70 people in the room.
Right?
yeah,
Wow.
at least.
Okay.
And your face is not where it looks like it is.
Yeah,
It's
so
like,
I
you gotta
gotcha.
yeah,
position.
it's actually like in someone's
her
stomach,
stomach. Okay,
Yeah.
so
which is
not-
also sweating, and you're just like,
It's a disaster.
it is.
And it
Does it at
looks so
least-
sexy though on the show. It looks very sexy. Like yes, Jane.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Does it at least bond you guys together a little bit more?
Oh
Having
yeah,
to do those scenes?
we laugh about it a lot. It's a telenovela, you know. We laugh about it, and we're all really good friends, which is really nice. So
It seems like that the chemistry, the dynamic between all of you is
We're-
perfect.
yeah, I mean, we have a group text, and I mean, we're just gushing about how much we love each other over text. All, you know,
that's so
I love you,
sweet.
Justin.
I love you more.
You should give each other a hug. That's so cute. Oh, we love it.
Madison, get out of here. She said you guys should give each other
Bro hug. I love it. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Just her.
Yeah, I know. You guys have a lot of tears, but we'll talk about that later. Because I love it. I was like, oh, it's so great. Okay. Yeah, so the sex dream, and then, so she talks to her mom about the sex dream. Would you talk to your mom about a sex dream?
Absolutely. And her mother gave perfect advice that she was stupid and didn't take.
She didn't take it.
There was no reason to upset Michael, and
Yeah.
she didn't need to bring it up.
And I'm with you, Giselle.
She couldn't lie to the
in front of-
priest.
She couldn't lie.
It's not lying to the priest. She was just leaving it out.
She
And this
could've.
is her fantasy. What's in your head is private. That's
Yeah.
the subconscious.
You
I always
think?
told people when I was in a relationship, like, you can look at somebody, you can imagine what they look like naked and everything, but the second it leaves your head, you're cheating on me. So just keep it as a fantasy. Do what you do, and let's leave it
Really?
there.
The
Yes.
second it leaves your head, meaning that you verbalize it or you act on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
You act on it. So,
I
and that's
gotcha.
harmless. Like, are you trying to say that I can't think about, both of them after a show, and
Right.
that I'm,
Not
that
together,
But,
though.
yeah, not together.
Totally not
I
together.
promise I'll have fantasies
We do love each other.
single.
Yeah, we saw that.
But at the same time, though, she didn't know whether those feelings were pregnant, dreaming,
Right,
or if she was
hormones or
actually
not.
having feelings, which I almost think that the feelings, if they are real, that's almost the beginning of the cheating.
Right.
Not even just the touching. Because
Which I
she's
feel-
in bed with Michael,
At which
but
point-
thinking about Raph,
At which point you need to not be with that person. Not let's work it out. I want to F his brains out, but let's work it out, you know?
Right. And that's kind of what she does. Like, she tries to keep the distance with Rafael, but it really doesn't work. Because the minute she thinks about it, she runs into you as soon as she gets to work.
And Fantasy Rafael ends up taking over. We noticed a little glare.
Yes.
And it was a halo that was Fantasy Rafael.
I was dying when I saw that glow. I was like, get out of here. This is such a good show.
I know.
didn't notice it first. And then you put
totally
it out, like,
noticed it.
Yeah,
she was not hearing.
Dramática. It's so dramatic.
She heard nothing he said. She was like, oh.
And that's one of the great things about Jenny Erman, our show creator and writer, is that she'll take, like you always see the same story in other shows.
Yes.
You're like, oh, okay, that guy's dreamy. You're supposed to be like, we're all supposed to fall for that guy in this moment, or that she likes him. But she just takes it a step farther and literally puts a halo around the guy's head.
And it was
such a good idea.
Like, that's genius.
Yeah, it is.
So good.
Because we've gotten, I think that as a society, we've fallen so hard into making sure that it's real and relatable to everyone.
Right.
When we forgot that back in the day, it was Charlie Chaplin just making us laugh. We just wanted to be entertained.
Right.
And so I like that they're not focusing on making this so like nuts, but just for our entertainment. And it's just the best.
They're making us think, though.
Yeah.
There is a lot of symbolism. And actually, I saw a tweet from the costume designer today saying that they specifically chose the stepmom's dress with the roses all over it in a scene where no one said the word rose, or there was something about it that was symbolic, that she had a rose dress on.
That's cool.
So did you guys know about that?
Rachel is she's a genius.
She's great.
And
Is that
Corinne,
who
our
dresses you
writer,
well?
Corinne,
Okay.
yeah, and Corinne, our writer, is just
Maybe
wrote
we'll
this
have her
episode
in.
was just top notch.
Yeah, I love this episode.
Yeah,
I think
this was fantastic.
Yeah.
She does
One of
seem
my
great.
favorites.
And not that you guys don't look good now, but your swag on the show is on point. Yes.
She does well.
Extra
Rachel
tight.
does really
right
well.
here.
It looks, everyone looks great. I'm happy about it.
Yeah, she shrinks my clothes right before I put them on.
Oh, there you go. I was going to say, you look a lot smaller in person. I'm just saying. I'm playing with you. But on your character's note, I like I'm going to go ahead and move scenes. When he's talking to Petra, and Petra's trying to find out. So did you hear anything else about the case?
Yeah.
And I love Ross's face, like just, I'm so happy right now. I'm gonna play this off, and don't worry about it right now because I have some other things to do. And she's sweating. Well, not sweating bullets, obviously, not on the show, but I just love that she's starting to trip out. And I want her to get caught.
And she does.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
happening.
you did it. Oh, not you,
Yeah.
but Raph did it so perfect the way he
that
brought it
was
up.
Great.
So
Do
casually.
we want to talk about that
So
now?
weird
Yeah,
hearing them
Let's
talk about.
Yeah,
About
you're
you.
right. Isn't it
As if you're
fun?
not
We're not
here.
talking about you, we're talking about your character.
Correct.
So then it's even.
Yeah.
It's true.
We feel so emotionally invested. That's the funny thing. Is
We
that
love
even
it.
after the first episode and then especially the second episode, we get heated up. We fight with each other.
Good.
We're so emotionally into this show.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
We
You
want
know.
people to do
This
that.
is incredible.
Well, and I appreciate it also because, to be perfectly honest, this after show is as good as its show. And we've had our viewers, like everyone has talked with us. What?
You're like, this after show is as good as the show. Like,
You're like,
really?
oh.
It is.
Well,
I was like, what did they say?
it's okay.
Is it
Steph.
5 stars?
We're humble over here at AfterBuzz TV.
I'm just kidding.
That's okay. Steph.
I'm gonna wait till we get our laugh finished with and continue with what I was
Okay, go ahead,
saying.
Steph.
Our viewers are a fan also, and they love to discuss
Yes.
with us. And you should see like the ideas that they've given us and the plots. Like they've breaking it down even like more than us.
And if we get
Really?
something wrong,
I mean, we're
they tell
considered
us.
the experts, but
They will
on
tell
point
us,
more.
like, that's not
That's
right.
incredible.
Yeah, they're like, it's his name was actually this, and that you'll find him that, and that Jane the Virgin was a Venezuelan novela that was actually Juana la Virgen and all this other things, and we're like, you're amazing. Thank you guys.
What
Like, you have huge
ethnicity are
fans.
they? Like, what is their background supposed to be? Because we've been talking about that, like Mexican,
I think
Colombian.
they're supposed to be Venezuelan.
Yeah,
Venezuelan,
because
okay.
it's because
In homage to the original series, yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
That's what I
Okay.
thought. I guessed it. I knew it. The arepa threw it off. It was that sandwich. I knew it.
Well, thank you guys for being so invested, and thank you to the people watching who are invested. Because I mean, when we go to work, we hope that people like what's happening. And I know the writers work so hard, and everybody on the show works so hard. So like to see that this is actually happening. I mean, we're only 4
Cool.
episodes in.
Yeah. It's awesome.
You'll have to have the whole cast. Everyone's going to want to come and.
Oh, we're gonna want everybody to come.
Good.
Yay! Okay, so let's jump forward to they're at the marriage counselor, did they compare it to like an RV?
I
or
love
something?
that scene.
Oh, the ATV.
The ATV. I'm like, that is so interesting. That's an interesting analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, great, right?
I like that scene. That was fun to do.
What do you mean the comparison?
I got a little bit. So explain kind of that scene, Brett.
Like, take marriage like it's smooth, like an ATV. There's gonna be bumps
I'm
in the
sorry.
road
When
and all
he
that
said it,
kind of stuff.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that scene too because I remember when my sister and my brother-in-law went through that, and they had to go to the priest and all the things that you have to say and what you're listening to, and it freaks me out. But that's also the same part that I feel like gives a lot of marriages like cold feet because he brings up solid, real
advice.
actual points and
Yeah.
things that are going to happen. What are you going to do with this, and how do you handle
Kids
that?
and finances.
Oh yeah, and so they kind of talk about the
Right, and so
difficult
that's how they bring it up.
situations, and so they talk about, well, actually, I'm pregnant with someone else's child, and like it's like what happened? So it was like he's not prepared as a priest. You're not prepared for a bride to be to say, oh yeah, I'm actually pregnant with somebody else's baby, but I'm still a virgin. A
And
little
also,
confusing.
a lot of times that counseling takes place over like 2, 4,
Right.
6 months, not
A
6
week.
days.
Yeah,
Or for
that's true.
this case, like that day only.
Yeah, just one
That's
day
true.
only. Get it all out of the way.
I'm
Get the
hap-
sex out of the way.
I'm happy that they didn't have the priest say something like mean or
About her being pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay.
because that could have happened, but I'm happy they didn't because then I would like, oh, come on.
But she's the Immaculada.
Exactly. I was like, she's great.
Did you guys notice that he was the father
Ugly Betty.
in Ugly Betty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of our payoff for Ugly Betty.
I thought he looked familiar.
In Ugly Betty, yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I love that actor. So, like, I was so
do
stoked
too.
when he was on it. I was like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
He's
Especially
fantastic.
because he's kind of nutty, but not. I don't know how to.
He's a lot of fun
I mean,
to
I don't
work
know
with.
him. I swear I act like I know every actor.
We feel like you do.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We do. She does. So wait, did he agree to go forth with it? I'm trying to remember. The priest.
The priest with the marriage? I don't know. Was
No,
that
because
kind
then
of
because Michael
they
got
didn't-
mad and bounced
Yeah,
because she
because-
brought up the fantasy,
the sex dream because she said she couldn't last.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of they
He
walked
stabbed.
out. Yeah.
which is true. But that's another reason why I would get mad because that had the potential to ruin their relationship. Had she really, if it was at the point where she's like, I can't be with you, and if this is what might happen, then say it. But if in her mind she wanted to be with him the whole time, I still don't think she should have said
But she
it.
has 6 days and a
So
baby in her belly.
Here's the one thing I'll say, I think, and from Jane's perspective, from what I've noticed in the way they're writing her, is that it's very hard for her to lie.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
just being put in that, because she represents the morality of the show. She's like the center,
Yes.
the,
Our
sweet,
like the
innocent
moral
woman.
point. Exactly, but
Yeah.
she really leads with her convictions.
Yeah.
And she really leads with her beliefs. So
Like a good Catholic girl.
like a and,
virgin.
and like yeah, right. And so when he asked her that question, to not say anything to her, I think would be lying.
Right.
Which is why I think she says something.
Of course.
She comes from that place of like,
yeah.
but it comes from that
Integrity,
intention.
yeah.
And
It's true.
Gina does such a fantastic job.
She
of,
does.
I also feel like she was maybe hoping that the priest would steer her in the right direction or be
Right.
like, you know what, these feelings are totally normal,
Yeah.
but you need to know what to do with them and like pray to God for help and it would all be good. But
Yeah, baby
6
girl.
Hail
Do a couple.
Marys.
I was just gonna say that joke.
He said Hail Mary.
A couple of Hail Marys and our Father, and you'll be solid, Mama. Don't worry.
Right. Yeah.
it's been 6 days since my
6 days. Confession.
What's
years.
next? And
Okay,
then,
so Michael and Petra, they go and they're actually having a conversation about. Wait, so does Jane actually come? She actually comes to the door to give you the letter. I'm not sure what the timing was, but what happens? They
He
actually
asked her to write about the hotel since he wants to be featured.
and she mixed up the article with the sexy letter to Michael
With caramel
because
syrup.
she has to make him feel better.
So funny.
Okay.
Oh, because at that point, she had found out about the fantasy, and then what happened was she goes back to work, and then she falls into the pool with this guy.
Oh yeah, we forgot about
With
the pool
his
scene.
white
For
shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Like,
with
let
his
me get
white
all
shirt.
this hair out of your face. I was like, get out of the
I
pool
know.
right now. And then, of course, you had to walk up, and I was like, great.
Perfect
Damn it.
timing.
I was so mad. That would and with the look on her face. Well, that's the best part about Gina's character. Also, is the way she switches up so quickly.
Yeah.
Is perfect, like
Yeah.
spot on, because that's exactly what would happen to us females. Looking at someone like Raph, and then your man's right there.
You're like, I'm busted.
No,
Yeah.
you're like, what are you supposed to do?
Totally.
Write him a really sleazy, not sleazy, write him a very graphic
pornographic,
articulate,
sexy.
I love how it started with what? ...
Yeah,
that was,
that was great how they did that.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, they didn't need to say
They didn't
anything
mince
else.
words. Yeah, they totally didn't mince the words. So she mixes up the letters, and the
Right,
letter actually goes to, and this is where the halo dies. Mm-hmm.
I loved it when it went away.
It was like
the best.
Yeah, because he compares. She actually gives a letter to Ralph that she meant to give to Michael, and she gives Michael's article. Ralph's article to Michael. So she mixes them up, and then he kind of, it was like, wait a minute, like, we're friends. I think of you as a sister.
The second he said that, I swear the same thing happened to me. Like,
I was
just
rooting
went down.
for you
I was
guys.
like,
Me too. I was like, I want Ralph and Jane to end up together, but then when you said sister,
I thought we had hope there for a
sorry.
second.
I still had hope.
I still have hope.
I knew it was hope because I know how men work, and what it was is that he read that letter and it sparked it in his head, and therefore, when you sleep at night, your subconscious starts, going back on the day and everything else, and now he doesn't see her as that sister because he's like, damn, my little sister talks dirty, right? So, and the best part, I love that his fantasy is that he's also going down on her. I was like, yes,
He's very giving.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I
It was
really
the cancer.
You're a good man.
I appreciate that about your character.
Yeah, he is giving. It's nice to have a giver.
It
That's
is. His
great,
pleasure's
yeah.
hers. Holla.
Yeah.
Important.
I totally quoted that before the show started too.
Hey, oh yeah.
Your pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry, I told you we get into it.
We love it.
It's usually girl talk. That's what you have to understand too. It's normally 4 girls, lots of estrogen.
We're just gonna be on
lots
the
of
couch.
feelings.
Yeah, we're chilling. This is good. You guys know this is good.
Just stand and flex.
Okay.
It actually is funny because you're far away enough so that when I'm speaking to them, I mean, I see you in my peripheral, but not really. And then when I look over, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh wow! Right. Yeah.
Conditioning.
Yeah. You guys, if you're listening,
Hey.
Raphael just waved. And, yeah. They're both flexing. Oh, that's a
Flex.
Actually, I'm not, but I can get why you assume I
Raphael.
was.
I loved the tuxedo.
Madison just played both of you right now.
Yeah. I'm just saying. No, don't cover up. We saw it on the show. I was like, all right, just
Should we have a Team Michael, Team Raphael off at some
We
point?
should.
Where they
That'd be
can, like,
great. They
say
could
into
vote
the camera,
on-
like, pick
We're
me.
gonna have
and do your
that.
best,
We're gonna
like-
have that for the rest of the show.
What?
Hashtag Team Mike, hashtag Team Raf.
Yeah.
And along with hashtag Jane ABTV.
It's a lot of tags.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Good, and we know that you know how to use your phones. It's really quick, so do it
Right.
anyways. And while you're there, make sure to rate us 5 stars, download us on iTunes, and leave us wonderful comments.
Give us a thumbs up on YouTube if you're watching there.
Yeah, great commercial.
lot.
So the question is, who do we want Jane to end up with? And that's who they're hashtagging, right? Mm-hmm. Team Michael.
Or who
Team
just
Ralph.
this
Or just who
episode.
you love, right?
Yeah.
This moment.
I think it should be who they want her to end up with.
Well, that's what it is.
Okay.
But the thing is, though, is that we're on episode 4. There are 22 episodes. We can see a lot of
22
shades of gray.
episodes? Are you serious?
Yeah, you just got picked up.
Yes, I know.
Shut the front
Congrats on that. I'm so I knew it. I knew this show. I knew
Yes.
it. I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you.
I'm just happy
That's awesome.
because I feel like I manifested it.
Yes.
It's all you.
I was like,
I think
this
it was.
show
Yes, thank
will
you.
be-
Yeah, thank you very
beginning.
much.
We'll be here till the end. As long as you
Yes.
don't disappoint us and end up with Raph.
No. I want her to end up with Raph.
We'll see. It's a telenovela. She'll end up with like 15 other people before we find
Yeah.
out. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let's talk about
Does that make you feel a type of way? Good. We want that.
It's at the table reads. I can't say that. It's probably giving away too much.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
don't say it,
Ooh,
don't say it.
don't
Say it.
ruin
Just
it.
like a
We
little
want you to
something.
keep your job.
That's so funny. I hate when my friends do that.
What?
That's why I'm not friends with them anymore.
I just
Yeah.
you just
I didn't
lost
do it.
all
You
Team
did.
Raphael. I just saw it happen. The halo's
It
gone.
disappeared. It turned into horns.
We'll give you a couple seconds. Try to censor it a little bit.
Gina likes to
What is-
tease, and she reacts very emotionally at the table read to whatever is happening with each of our characters.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
With everyone's character.
With every yes.
Yeah.
But
she laughs
specifically
at
in
you?
between the love triangle
Okay.
Oh.
of like shock or like
Yeah.
things like that.
So, like, if you were reading with someone else, she's like on the side over there, just reacting, or what do you mean? What are you
People
trying to
cry
say?
on table reads.
Yeah.
People cry
We do.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
and scream and yell.
I said too much. You're not going to get it out of me. I can't.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
we don't.
Doesn't
We
try
want
to.
you to
It's too
keep your
much.
job.
Good. I feel like I'd get into it also
It's too much.
if it was my job. Absolutely.
Yeah, you would cry.
But we don't know what's
I cried
going to
tonight, and I was
happen.
pissed because we had the glam squad come in and do our hair and makeup for some of us today, and I was so mad because the end. I'm not going to say it. You remember? She's like, "It's okay, Steph," and I was like,
"Oh yeah, she's about to cry." She's like, "I don't want to miss."
Oh, you didn't like it?
Yeah.
No, at the end, what happened was we'll get there in just a second. Don't
not
worry.
at the end. So let's talk.
All I have to say is that I'm really happy because this is one thing that I mentioned earlier is that I'm just glad that in her fantasy dream, Rogelio didn't come out of the blanket.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that would be so weird.
That would be disgusting.
That'd be hilarious.
Especially when that other waitress was like, "I think he wants you," and it's like, "Girl, no."
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
No.
Or might happen. I mean, not anymore. 'Cause now
Of course
it's like
not.
too much.
Oh, man.
But
Everyone's so mad at you right
he
now.
wasn't her dad until this point. You guys.
Ooh, speaking of her dad, we have a new character today, Lachlan, who was Petra's ex
Fiance.
fiance.
Yeah.
And I love the flashback. You dog. Like I could when he sits down, he's like, "I want it. I'm gonna get it," and you did. See?
It's all about the allies.
That's very.
I love how into it you are. It's like in her body.
That's awesome. Seriously.
Yeah, we love the show.
I don't know. I haven't told you all yet, but I'm actually going to be on season 2.
Yeah.
Kidding.
I was like, wait, we're getting to season 2.
I was like, wait a minute.
She's manifesting it.
I
We
love
get to
it.
season 2. You are welcome. Come on.
Yes, I love it, Steffi G.
I have
You can play
cocktailing
reporters
experience.
outside the hotel when something else scandalous happens.
Yes.
Make a little cameo.
Done.
Hoy en Univision vamos a estar con... No, just kidding.
We'll be the Spanish one and we'll be the English one.
Yeah, I'll be
And you can be
speaking
the fitness
Spanglish.
instructor
Yeah,
at the pool.
Oh yeah, I forgot it. I'm Madison Chase, the trainer. Okay, so she's trying on. Let's get back to the show. She's trying on wedding dresses, and her abuela and Xiomara are there, and guess who pops up? I'm going to my notes.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, girl.
Yeah. So her dad pops up, and
In military.
wear. Yeah, I guess is he coming from the set? Like,
Yeah,
what's
but
that?
I love that we see him a little bit on the side. We died. She almost fell hard.
You guys,
No.
hold on. We forgot about how Xiomara thought that the bracelet was personalized, and she shows up.
Oh,
and
right.
sees
To Melissa,
that.
his ex-wife, who's also his manager.
Okay, that's at the top of my
in
list.
leopard
yeah.
print and lace.
So much
Yes,
happened.
and she's fixing her
I know.
boobs like she's ready. She's
So much
ready to make it happen.
So much happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
So much.
I love
Okay.
that you both said that because that's the reason why we got hooked on the first. When I was telling people about the show and it was just the pilot, they're like, "So what episode is it?" I'm like, "That was the pilot."
Right?
And that was
first
everyone's
one.
reaction.
Crazy.
Like, what?
It's crazy.
So what else is
Yeah.
supposed to happen? I was like, I don't know. Watch. We'll have to
knows?
wait on the
see.
CW.
Yeah.
On Mondays.
Telenovela.
Telenovela.
Watch my after show afterwards. Thanks.
Yeah. On YouTube, iTunes. Okay, so yes, let's go back to that.
Yes.
Giselle. So explain what happens.
So he gives her a bracelet, or he gave Abuela a gift basket, and in it said, "Love always and forever, comma, XO." Well, Xiomara, not, the brightest bulb in the tanning bed here, read it as Zo, because Xiomara is spelled with an X.
I knew it was XO
So-
when we first saw it, by the
She
way.
didn't know.
Well,
Hi,
So
Xiomara.
she thinks, maybe there's something more there. She shows
Yes.
up to set
But
because,
she
they
thinks
just let
that
people go into trailers
all the
on
time,
TV sets
yeah.
all the time. She wants to make sure they're on the same page, quote unquote.
But they're sleeping together, so
But they're
it's
sleeping together.
understandable.
He's also this superstar whose head is as big as a hot air balloon,
So funny.
Narcissistic.
but I love it.
Yeah, he plays his
He's
I love
very
it.
brilliant.
The world
he's
would not be
Brilliant.
He's your typical telenovela star.
Is it really?
Exactly.
That's-
Oh yeah.
But in real life,
He's a gigantic telenovela.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
and a
In real
director.
life?
He's like Tom Cruise of Mexico.
It's
Are you
true.
serious?
They did that
Yeah.
with Carlos Garcia. There's another one. I love when they cross, when they take telenovela stars and put them in our series networks here in the United
Really?
States.
So
His
he's
following-
really like a big telenovela
Gigantic.
star?
His following is in the
Really?
millions.
He's got
Shut
3.3 million Twitter followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Something crazy.
Okay.
Huge. So Xiomara's trying to figure out if there's something more to what they're doing, which is screwing, and there's not.
Maybe not yet. I mean, for now, I think
For
that
now.
it could
For
happen.
now.
Yeah.
For now.
So she goes and she sees, I guess, his manager / ex-wife, and she kind of checks her like, "What are you
She
doing?
sure does.
You groupie. Like,
That bracelet
pretty
is
much.
mine.
That
Yeah.
bracelet. Oh, give that back to me. I lost it. Oh, I would be mad. Like, why are you giving?
I would have
my...
been like, good, it was making my wrist green. Thanks.
That's what you would do. Yeah, I wouldn't think that bad.
But then she
I would
finds
knock
out
her
that
out. That's what I would do.
she's not anything special, and they're just excellent sex, is what he says.
Oh, he did say
It's
that.
sex. No,
Yeah.
excellent sex.
Animalistic. And she's back to not wanting him to be in Jane's life.
And before we get to the wedding, I want to bring up the Lachlan part when I thought that I did not see Petra and Raf teaming up together. And then when he goes to do the proposal, they actually screwed out Lachlan, out of it. And that's when they are celebrating, and that's when he brings up, so how long were you sleeping with Zaz?
Yeah.
That was a
So
great scene.
good.
Like, I literally almost peed my pants. I was like,
I was so happy. I honestly would have.
Yeah. Right on his friend's floor. So, we were live tweeting at his friend's house. Feet on the rug.
Come on, man.
So like through the pants and
Water and vinegar is let your friend know. That's how you get it
Water,
out.
text him.
Water and vinegar.
how do you know?
That's what you use for dog stains. It's a puppy. It's actually for dogs.
Okay.
That's
good.
actually did hear about that. That's true.
I'll have to
Yeah.
use that when I get home.
yeah.
You do? Oh, puppies for my niece.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I have a little
And
dog. She
nephew.
normally comes. Yeah.
I have a question for. Oh yeah, the part with no, not a question. I was gonna make a comparison. Zaz, I love the way he did it. The way his character did it
that
was
was
so
so
perfect.
great.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Just like exactly how you. It was the perfect time to bring it up, and I like that you said nothing else, but
was
we're
smooth.
done.
Did you guys see that coming? Because I didn't.
I didn't
Oh,
see it coming because
you
I
did?
didn't
I was
think that
happy.
you knew yet. I didn't think that you knew. I thought you
No,
were
I
still.
knew.
So Raphael figured it out at the end of the third episode.
Yeah, because she said Aaron.
She's.
You're good.
I mean, like, this is crazy.
Yeah, you're good.
I feel like you're a part of our show.
Said what? What did she say?
She says,
Aaron.
so did you get a hold of Aaron? And he looks at her like, what the? Because earlier that day, he had mentioned how, well, have you gotten a hold of Aaron? He's like, I didn't even know that he had a brother. And that's all she said. And she's like, oh, okay. And then later she sees him, and then she says, did you get a hold of Aaron? And he catches that because not only did he not know he had a brother, but she knew the name.
The narrator,
the
then the narrator
name.
explains it.
Yeah.
Does his whole.
Right. Much better
Raphael's
than what
never
I did right now because I
Yeah.
just stumbled upon my words. I apologize.
I mean,
That was
But-
we're
very
blown
well
away. I
done.
think we're all.
Very well done.
I forgot. I didn't even know that.
You're like, come on,
the
your
show.
assignment. I'm like, come on,
You
man,
need
that's
to be
your
the
case.
showrunner. You need to be the stage manager.
No, Graceland actually, I think, took a couple of our things. Steven and I, remember Steven? Oh, is Steven in the booth with us?
Oh, Steven's in the booth. Hey, no.
No.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
just
he's
not going to
waving.
take credit for it. Oh, you did? No, I'm saying, but remember, we would say things. We were good about it, and they would take things.
She did her homework.
Y'all are funny.
I just pay attention.
Multitasker.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Petra's fucked.
You said what? Oh, yeah. So Petra's
Petra's
like, I'm
caught.
not getting any of this money.
Oh, question. Is she really, what is she? Or
Her
does she just know the
nationality?
language?
Oh, she's Israeli.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Knew it.
Did she?
She
Yeah.
looks like it, I
Well,
feel
her
like.
first
And
name is
I feel
Yad.
like she has an accent sometimes. Well, I didn't
Tiny
know her
bit.
first name in real
Tiny
life.
bit, yeah. She does.
Well, I pick it up. I don't have one either, but people tell me I have a freaking accent. I'm like, dude,
do
I
have
was
an
born in
accent.
America. No, I don't.
When you do the newscaster, you had a great accent.
Oh, English is my first language.
I know, but it's like the
It's like, oh, you grew up speaking
Chicano
Spanish.
kind of a thing where like if you grew up in a Mexican neighborhood, you might not speak Spanish, but you have that just something. It's sexy.
Oh, thanks.
You're like, yeah.
Southern California. I mean, I feel like it's come. You know,
It is. It's okay. I'm moving on.
Moving on.
But I thought I did hear Petra's little accent, and
And
so
we do
she's
see her speak a different language.
She's speaking Czech.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
speaking to a Czech guy.
So we want to talk about that. What's happening?
Hitman.
with
Something
the-
about Natalie, and it has to do with her alibi. Why she's keeping her secret.
Yeah, I think she really had somebody kill Zaz, but why would she have somebody kill him?
Because she can't get her hands dirty.
I don't know if she had someone
She
killed.
needs the
maybe.
money.
I feel like she's taking care of somebody, maybe.
herself.
I know, we can't ask you. We're going to have predictions later, but...
They're like, somebody back there.
That is what it is. I mean, you can tell she's a gold digger. She went
No,
from
she's a
Yeah,
gypsy.
yeah.
I'm telling you that mom and her are gypsies. The mom is definitely a gypsy.
But still, gold digger.
oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, she wants the money. She went from Lachlan to Raf, and that's what she wants.
Right.
And she's willing to do anything that it takes.
Yes, totally. I totally think that she is the gold digger and possibly. Yeah, Giselle just destroyed her phone. Yeah,
I just
you
got a note
missed
to
it.
take my phone off the table. So
like,
I keep like moving it. I don't know if you noticed at the beginning of the episode, it was like right here, and then it just kept on scooting.
That
is how
was
much
the
she
best,
loves your
like,
show.
We're just throwing our
not
phones at this
subtle
point.
pick,
Actually, I'm
but
gonna.
He just threw his phone.
What's happening?
I saw it though. Nobody else saw it. I saw it.
Yeah.
It was funny.
That was the funniest. So yeah, we love the show that she was willing to like destroy her iPhone.
It's
so
fine. It's got a panda case. Insulation.
Yeah,
Well done.
yeah. Okay. Okay. So what happens next?
Now we can go into the wedding part.
To not the wedding, but
the dressing.
Yeah, she's trying on the dress, and so
Which is perfect because right when she walks in, the look that she has when the daughter is with her dad.
The other family.
Yeah.
And then you see Rogelio in the corner.
eyeing her, like
So
stalking
great.
her.
It was
lavender.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It's lavender.
Right? He looks so good in lavender, though.
Yeah, that's such good
Yeah, he
casting.
pulls
'cause
off lavender.
He really does.
I've never seen anyone wear lavender.
A man wear
man.
lavender,
I've never
okay,
seen a man
and pull
wear
it off.
Yeah.
I'm
think
sure
I
we'll see
end up
Rob.
wearing- I think I-
What Rock
Yeah,
wears
Rock
in the
wears
corner.
like baby
you
blue.
pull
I
it
wear
off.
lavender.
Yeah, he pulls it off.
You've been wearing pastel colors as well, though.
And I like
I
it.
could not pull off lavender.
Yes, you can.
No, you've been rocking it though. You've been rocking like some pastel colors. You could do lavender.
It would bring out
Yeah.
your eyes.
I would think so too. Yeah.
I think green would be better though.
I think
Green?
baby,
Like a nice lime.
Yeah.
I'm thinking baby blue.
Baby, I got
Yeah,
Yeah.
powder
blue
blue.
arms.
That'd be-
Model montage. Next week.
Okay, so Rogelio actually comes in and he's all nervous because he's like, "What's happening? You're about to get married." He knows, and so
But first, she has that moment with Michael where they're back to back.
yes. Oh, yes. Okay.
Everyone just went to Team Michael after that moment. Raphael went to Team Michael after that moment because that was like,
was awesome.
one actor to another. That was phenomenal.
Thanks,
Yeah.
bro.
And I was there when he was shooting it, and I was
Thanks, dude.
I was cheering you on, man.
You're
I wanted to
means a
hold
lot.
you.
Yeah.
I did hold him
Did you
later.
love
Back to back. Should we go back to back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You're gonna
Giselle,
reenact it.
tell me
Okay.
how.
Yeah.
Well, not
Reenact
all the way
it.
back.
This is hilarious. Hold on.
Yeah.
So,
If you guys know all the words, I'm
so
gonna be
Michael
blown away.
talks about how.
Let me tell you how I love you though. I want to do it.
Okay. So Michael talks about how, at the end of the day, what he's most
Great.
afraid of is that Jane would choose to keep the baby.
This is hard. I do want to kiss you. I love you, Giselle, and I
Oh,
just
but
want to
we
let you know
can't.
that if you have a baby, I will take care of that baby. Like
He's
What's happening?
all in. And she cries.
turn around.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen
you,
on
I
the
love
show.
you.
That didn't happen.
Just
That
sit
didn't
there.
No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
And
But it was so good.
It's taking all of her not to kiss him, but instead she goes 10 steps forward and gives her a sexy letter.
That's why I'm so
Yes.
frustrated with the fact that the narrator had to say that he's like lying, or his brother let us know that he's lying about something too. And I almost think that they're making it so large that it's probably
Really small.
Either something really small,
Yeah.
like a thing, or like a make it or break it thing. It might be small. It might have happened a long time ago,
Right.
Or it is
we get
something
any
really
hints?
bad and still happening. No, 'cause
Any
I don't even know how much I'm allowed to give, but
Just
I
a
want to
hint.
give you a
Don't.
hint, but I can't.
No,
right?
No, don't.
We
But
want
you know
to-
what he will do is
For
give us
them.
the hint when we're off the air. No, not now.
No,
I don't want our viewers to know.
I don't want them to get in trouble because we want them to stay on the
Exactly.
show.
But
Yeah.
Not a big trouble,
Yeah.
just like a hint, just like a
No.
something that you could tell
No,
us
we don't want that.
that wouldn't get you in trouble.
Yeah, we want to
That's
be
not
in
giving
suspense.
anything.
I'll tell you that you will find out within 2 episodes what
Okay,
Perfect.
That's
Okay,
perfect.
that's good.
Get
Thank
ready
you.
for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
secret's coming. 2
Okay, you
episodes.
can breathe.
Oh no.
That was good.
Wait,
Okay, so that was
so
a
we'll bring wine that day.
that was a monumental moment, and we'll go back to that. But
So Rogelio actually then
Yeah.
tells her that he is
the father.
You are the father.
oh, and then I felt so bad for Xiomara
Yeah.
and Jane.
Is that your Dark Vader?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are the father. Yeah. So that
Why did you
was-
feel bad?
Because Xiomara, like, 'cause that was why she was scared, and the look on Jane's face was
priceless.
so good. Oh, I love, and I'm so happy. That's another thing that's refreshing about this show. I love to cry on at shows. Like, please make me cry. That's what I ask for, and it was perfect, especially because. And for a second, I thought she was maybe gonna be happy, thinking that her mom was just looking out for her the whole time. But of course, that wasn't the case. That's me just being optimistic.
Yeah.
But Jane.
I think she will. I think she will get to that point.
No, she will, but just at that moment, it was just so sad. And I was so hurt because Michael wasn't there when she had to break down on her own.
Yes.
What I loved about it, or I guess not really loved because it was kind of a sad moment,
It was
but
sad.
what she to me got so upset about was the fact that, you know, throughout this whole episode we see the image that she's created of her father of, oh, he likes grilled cheese like she does, oh, he was a soldier, like a decorated soldier, and
which is interesting because he comes in the soldier outfit, like the decorated soldier, and like
lavender.
Lavender
I think she could care less for anything that her mother ever said about him. I think instantly she just thought about every time that she felt she needed a man, or a man like her father, and to have even had her father at the beginning of this entire situation, because she had the opportunity and that just would have been good advice, and then she doesn't have it, and then how are you an adult and how do you rekindle that relationship with your father? It's
just to think that he was so close all this time. You know, like his set is right down the street. Like she watches that show with Abuela and her mom every single afternoon.
And then he's kind of gotten her through like a lot of tough times, you know, like inhale, exhale.
So
when she found out she was pregnant.
And already they have somewhat of a...
He
taught her everything that she does know about love, though.
That's true.
Like a father perhaps would, just in a different dysfunctional telenovela over dramatic way.
They're gonna build like a wonderful relationship. I think.
Too.
This is really cool to see.
This is cool. You guys are cool.
Wow.
And I think she's gonna teach him a lot about not being so narcissistic and self-absorbed, because like you said, she's got this integrity and this humility about her that it might work on both sides, that he'll be able to kind of understand how to be a better person.
Right.
But will he walk her down the aisle? Will she go down the aisle?
Yes. With who though?
Well, at this, with Mike, no. I don't know. Let's not talk about it. That's going to stress me out.
Steffi is obviously Team Michael. She is.
Because I always compare everything to Twilight. Edward and Jacob. Ready? Oh, it's perfect. White and dark. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Okay, but here's the thing, though.
Taylor Lautner over here.
Yeah.
I'm Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, you're Taylor.
He was a virgin.
You're brown.
You're brown. You're
I'm
brown
Edward
guy.
Scissor. What's his name?
Edward
Edward Cullen.
At the end of New Moon, she says, "Listen, at the end of New Moon, after she kisses Taylor, or after she kisses Jacob, Edward hears the whole thing, and then she goes to Edward, and he's like, I know that you did it, and she said, it doesn't matter. It's you. It's always been you. So I'm one of those things where it's just, you know, Michael is. I know I'm in her position, so that's why I can't even fathom the thought of Raf being in her life, being in my life.
See,
just because it's everything that he's gone through, and now I'm being biased because I just want to be. He just seems like such a good guy.
Well, see, I wasn't as into Twilight.
Me neither.
Just to be honest.
But he is first.
But I was Team Edward, the little that I knew about the
thing,
saga.
right.
But I'm
Did they
Team
create the
Roth.
teams? Did Twilight create the whole
think
teams?
I
I think they were
think
the
it
first
started
ones
there,
ever,
yeah.
wasn't it? I think it was.
Kind of.
I think it was Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie.
It was?
Oh,
in real
right.
life.
I thought it was Ross and Rachel.
Oh, maybe it was.
back then.
This goes way back then. Never mind.
I don't know. I'm surprised no one's
Betty and Veronica.
I'm surprised no one shipped you guys yet. Have you been shipped yet?
I think we shipped ourselves.
Oh God, perfect.
Yeah, we got
Have they been
tattoos of each
Shipped.
other's names on our
Like
biceps.
they haven't. I'm
That is
surprised
so
that no one has
nice.
shipped either, like Jane and Mike or Raf and Jane. But I don't know what the shipping names would be. That's the job for the viewers.
They have
not
been
us.
though. They've been tweeting at us.
Okay, so then they've shipped them already.
No, but I meant literally we shipped ourselves as a joke.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
What is the ship name?
I didn't even know what shipping meant.
I didn't either. I just
I'm
found out.
confused. I'm like, what are we talking about?
What is that an acronym for?
Shipping is where you put two people the way they do Brad and Angelina. Ben,
Brangelina.
Okay, perfect.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
what it is. Stephen, what did you're the one that gave the best
Yeah,
explanation.
please, Steven.
Yeah,
You said
I have
they
no
ship
idea.
them together, or they get.
Trying to figure out what they're
Are you going to Google
Holy
shipping?
shit.
I don't remember.
You remember when we were doing the Fosters when we were having this explanation? I forget.
I
but
never did the
Is that a
Foster.
good show?
It is. It's fantastic. But I don't know. But it has to do with just shipping them,
Ship shaping. So
putting
wait, so
them
what
in
was
a
your ship?
package
Is that how you
and
say
shipping
it?
them off. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the
I
noun
have
or the
no
verb?
idea.
What was
They
it?
just bring the names together.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Like couples, it's just shipping couples.
Michael? Michael?
I
That's
like
what
that.
ours was.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
I like it.
Michael, nice.
Okay.
Okay, and then at the end of that really emotional scene, he has that fantasy.
comes
About her. Oh,
No pun intended.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Oh, boy. Hey-o.
I walked
Hey-o.
right into that one.
I bet you were fearing it.
But what was that? But no, he started it from
awesome.
Last week, thank you for coming.
Oh yes, we forgot about that. That was how the episode
pleasure is
3
my
ended.
pleasure.
We work in a lot of those innuendos, like after like the first time you guys were gonna have sex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And it
and
was
he
like,
popped
The
out.
scene.
It's
What
my
was
first time.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, I'll be
yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
You come inside.
Aw.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then they walk into the sheriff's station or the deputy
Yeah.
station. Yeah.
They made it more inappropriate originally in the script, but then they changed it. I
Really?
think it was like, "Can I come?" And I was like, "I don't think that's."
No. Originally it was, "Can we come together?"
Can we come together?
Yeah.
She did. You did say that is
Can I
what
come
that's
with
what
you or
shows on
something?
the
Yeah.
show. You say, "I want to come together." She says that.
Is that what it was?
She still says
I think
it.
they left
so.
it in. I think they fought for
Maybe
it.
they did.
I have a
They
question.
used boning in today's episode.
They
Yeah,
did.
we
They
bet a
did
lot.
use boning.
Which,
Yes.
boning Bender, where do we think Luisa went this episode?
Oh right.
Forgot to
Oh, she's
mention that.
missing.
She is missing. So they kind of allude to her going back to her alcoholic ways, that she's drinking somewhere, but she could get in trouble if she doesn't show up.
And then Rafa loses the hotel.
Oh yeah, we want you
lot
to
at
keep
stake.
there. It's a lot. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going
So
on.
that's for the most part for the episode. I do have a question for the both of you. What did you have to do as far as the chemistry goes? So like, when you did you guys both work with Gina alone and were like, okay, how are we going to be? What is our chemistry going to be like on screen, or how did that work out? Or was it just kind of you read it, you figured it out, and it was what it was?
And then you came together.
I mean, you want to
Yeah, you can go.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be separate answers for both of you. So
I think we just kind of just went for it.
Wasn't your first day of shooting the pilot the makeout scene?
Yes, it was.
Oh wow.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the first day. Yeah, that's always awkward for sure.
And then the whole time I heard how great of a kisser Brett was.
nice.
Wait, what?
Because
Say
that's
that
Gina.
again.
Gina's like, oh, Brett's a great kisser. I'm like, that's
He's lying.
I don't need to know that.
He's just saying
That's
this to make it awkward.
and then did you see for yourself, or? And I'm just
I
No,
have no idea.
have you got to kiss anybody?
We
yet?
did kiss in the pilot.
That's what I thought. So I
yeah,
was
we
like,
kissed in a flashback.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Petra as well.
So that's why she says it to you
And-
jokingly to tell you that you're not a good kisser.
It was just Gina and I are like, sister and brother. It's fun
Okay.
like that. Yeah. that
was
that
that
chemistry.
Yeah, that laugh. Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, can you share that?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
But I was actually gonna tell you what I did for the character, because I think it's cool. I got to actually chill with a detective for a couple days.
Oh, wow.
And he showed me around, and it was pretty intense what they go through.
Perfect.
Pretty intense.
So,
He showed
What
me
did you-
some. He
what
showed
did
me
you
some
see?
pictures of like actual things.
did you get to tamper with
Dead
evidence in real life?
No, I didn't. But it's intense, and I might be going on a ride along this week with a police officer.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm
That is.
stoked.
be careful.
Did they
I know.
have
Yeah,
you?
don't go to like the hood. Like stay
won't
like
go to the hood.
Beverly Hills.
I'll be around the Grove area.
Yeah, that would be great. Like shopping,
Oh, you'll be by my house.
security.
Come see me.
Yeah.
It's a parking cop.
Security
Great
guard.
mall cop.
I do not constitute.
It's a golf cart with a little
It's actually those double bikes. I'm just on the back.
That's right. Oh,
Right along.
jeez.
tandem.
That's nice.
Another question: did they have you watch Juana la Virgen or no?
No, because it's actually
Completely
Jenny.
different?
Well, Jenny is doing her own original spin on it.
Okay.
So the characters are all different, and they're taking
It was just sparked. The main idea was sparked from
and
that.
similar
and that was it.
storylines, but they're going to go in a very different way.
Right, which is what they did with Ugly Betty, kind of,
Yeah.
for the most part. So
Did you both try out for your characters? I'm pretty sure you did, because I think your sister told me that. But
Yeah.
did you guys end up where you were auditioning for?
Yeah, I saw you at the callback, didn't I?
Oh, that's so cute.
No,
Maybe you saw him. He didn't see you though.
Yeah, I saw you, dude.
no, because they were having a hard time finding. They had already
You
tested a
weren't
bunch
there?
of. No,
I swear you were there.
They were
It was
having
another-
a hard time finding.
Those are always stressful processes, by the way.
those are very stressful.
Yeah,
processes.
talk about that. Like, how was that process for you guys?
testing for a TV show is the worst thing.
How many auditions, callbacks?
Like
how,
5 or 4.
Okay.
Well, I had to tape it in Arizona. My girlfriend actually helped me put it on tape.
Oh, that's so
and then
nice.
and then they called me in to work with Brad and Jenny. Mm-hmm. And then it was the studio test, which was in front of like 15 people, and then the network test, which was like 30. And it's in like, were you in the
Wow.
CW building?
Yeah, you're gonna hate me. I had the totally opposite experience.
Oh,
What did
that's
you just
good.
get the role?
No, because they had a hard time finding Rafael.
Okay.
And I actually wasn't acting.
I was going to say,
yeah,
you
I
weren't
know
even
this
doing
story.
this at the time.
Yeah.
It was.
Directing?
I was only
You were in
directing.
like Thailand or something, weren't you?
I think
No,
I
I
might
went to Thailand after the pilot for our honeymoon. Yeah.
I think I might have met someone who auditioned. I don't know if it was for your role. I interviewed him last week, and I couldn't figure out who he auditioned
What's
for.
his name?
David Santos.
Probably it was. Did he look like me? It was probably.
That's why now that I'm looking at you, I'm like,
was
I wonder if
probably-
it
I
was for
think they
that.
tested quite a bit of like 5 or 6 guys that they. And So, anyways, they had a hard time finding him, and I had just. It's a funny story. I had just signed on with a new directing manager who there was also an acting component that I met with through my wife actually, and I said, every once in a while, if there's something that's right that supports the work we're doing at Wayfair, and please send me in. I just want to keep the muscle warm, even if it's once a month. And this was the second thing, and it was a Friday or a Thursday, and 24 hours later they called and said you're testing. And it was just the network, and it was the craziest thing.
Brett, don't cry.
It was.
Don't cry. Oh.
It was the craziest.
I came up to you tonight,
It was
not him,
literally.
right?
But it was literally the craziest thing because Gina was there, and we were testing together, and she
And had you met
had already
before?
got the part. No.
Okay.
And it was just there was no one else there. It was just me because they had already tested the other guys, and everybody was so nice at the CW, and
Oh,
Jenny was
wow.
so nice, and Brad Silberling, the director, is brilliant, and he was so nice.
Yeah.
And we read together. I came out of the room. Gina and I went, and we were just talking. We started talking about God and service and how, like,
All right,
how it's
preach.
Yeah, holla.
and how like you don't these blessings come in our lives not just for ourselves but so that we can be of service to humanity in some way. So I was kind of telling her my belief on that, and she's like, all right, and then she started talking about it, and then
Wow.
literally
Perfect.
and then Jenny, the show creator, comes into the room and she goes, congratulations. And I went,
Oh, really, dude?
literally,
that. Holy.
and normally I've had that experience where you have
Oh,
like
yeah, it's
15,
disaster.
nobody's laughing or smiling in the room, everyone's just sitting there like checking
I
their
always
phones
try and make
and, like,
super awkward jokes when I walk into those things. By
Right?
The way.
Yeah.
Always saying something.
I just shut up at this point and just do, yeah. But anyway, so she came in and she said congratulations, and I went, "You're seriously?" She's like, "Yeah, you got the part." And then she's like, "But wait, they want to tell you."
Yeah.
What?
So I was like, "Wait, I have to act surprised again?" Like, it starts now.
Yeah.
And then I went in, and the CW executives were like, "Congrats, welcome to the CW."
Wow.
And I thought I was in a dream.
That's,
It was the
that's dope.
Who would
That
have
is.
thought?
anyway. So that was the crazy. It'll never happen
Yeah,
again.
see,
though.
no, mine was not like that.
I know next time they're just going to call you and say, hey, we want you for this part.
Oh, hey,
Hopefully.
if it's
But you know what is good about that whole process is that they were really nice.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because sometimes when you go and test for stuff, they don't talk. They're just like, and they warn you beforehand. They're like, by the way, when you go in there, no one's going to like talk to you or say anything.
Wow.
Oh, well, at least because
Yeah.
I'm someone who swears I can talk to everybody, and then they wouldn't have talked to me. I'm like, no, I'm going to keep trying until you say something, and then they're like, she has to leave now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Security.
But if it makes you feel better, I've actually been on the other end where I've been the only person that they tested, and everyone's
Oh.
like, "You're gonna get it," and then
Don't get it.
I didn't
Oh, yeah,
get
I've been there
It
billions
was
of
like,
times.
yeah,
By the way, your sister says hi.
my little sister
Yeah.
Sarah, who you know,
Yes.
Oh,
and
your
she's in
little
Dublin
sister?
right now.
she is.
Yeah.
Aw.
Hi, Sarah.
She can tell him hi.
So you're the big
Say
brother.
I love you.
I am the big brother.
Brett, your mom
What
just
is your
texted me.
background?
She said, hey, too.
That's weird.
Tell us hi.
Yeah, hugs and kisses.
Justin, what is your background? Because that is a question that we do get a lot
Yeah, I don't know.
on
What is
Twitter, YouTube.
ethnic
Is
background.
anyone from CW listening?
Oh,
you're not supposed
okay,
to
don't
say
say
it.
it.
Yeah.
Don't say it. Shh.
No. It's
Okay.
fine. I'm not gonna get. You're so
Okay.
worried
Just
about
don't
us
say
getting
it.
fired. I love you.
Yeah,
You're
please
so
keep your
worried about us
job.
losing our job.
I love
Get your
it.
jobs.
That's great. I'm so glad you care, though.
Just don't say your age.
I won't.
You're not supposed to do that.
I'm not supposed to. It's different
Okay.
for a guy, isn't it?
No.
It's not on
No,
IMDb.
because you have the women watching.
Well, but he
Panting.
plays
Got it.
someone who's like his age-ish.
Yeah.
So your ethnic
I don't know what
background is?
I'm Italian and Jewish.
That's why your eyebrows are so great.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, you
But
were
luscious
thinking.
locks, both of
Yeah.
you. Great
You have
hair.
great
What's
hair.
your ethnic background?
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know. My dad was from Montreal, Canada.
Oh, okay. There's
I think
something
there's like
there.
some Scottish and like Germish.
Drumish?
Are we gonna meet your parents on the show at some point? Like not your real.
met your
I was thinking the
parents.
same thing.
Not your real parents, but
Yeah.
you know, like
or like a friend of Michael's. Or like,
That's true.
Yeah, because we haven't met anybody besides your creepy
Talk
brother.
about being
and you're getting married in
dedicated.
6 days.
yeah.
And your brother hasn't even come
My
back.
best man is a cardboard cutout of Tony the Tiger.
Oh, hey, that's great because that's my favorite cereal.
Awesome.
She is on it.
That is
Love
my
some frosted
favorite too.
flakes.
Me too.
That
Yeah.
and the Golf Channel in the morning is like my favorite thing.
Yeah, you gotta let it sit, like marinate.
So
a little
bad. I
bit.
wish I didn't say it out loud.
The Golf Channel.
Yeah,
Why?
PGA Tour and cereal.
It
It's
is
just like
great.
it's nice and calming to watch. You know,
Do you play golf, or
and
do you just like the Golf Channel?
the range. I
yeah.
have to go to the range sometimes, and I really like to watch it. It's so
oh man.
weird.
Okay.
Oh man.
I like
Yeah.
hitting it really far and just watching.
Yeah, you know, it's
I
really
do
fun.
too.
It's
When you hear the
rewarding, too.
ting,
Yeah,
that's
like to go to the
yeah.
park
Yeah.
and smack
Get
it
you
or whatever.
Yeah,
Do you
you're
guys
like
do that on set? You mentioned you guys have grilled cheese trucks, but what are some other things that you guys have going on behind the scenes?
I go rock climbing at lunch.
Yeah,
Do
it's
you
really cool.
really?
There's
Sign
a
up
rock
for-
climbing gym. A bunch of the
Yeah.
crew and the people go. Yeah.
That's nice.
It's a literally
How long
a
is your
minute
lunch,
drive.
though?
Yeah, that's
An
fun.
hour.
Oh, so
I
you-
just go for like quickly and then I come back.
Oh,
And then
nice.
I'm all sweaty and then makeup's all like mad at me because I'm sweating.
So you guys are on episode 12. I know you can't really say what's happening, but are you happy with what your character is doing right now?
I'll tell you about that. Oh, well, I can tell you about
You
that.
can't. No.
Oh, man.
Okay. We just want to know when you
let's
come
just say
back.
here's what we can tell
It's
you is
intense.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
never. I think even you guys are really good, by the way.
Thank you.
Your predictions, but
Yeah.
you as good as you are, you never know what's coming, and we
Yeah.
don't, and we
That's true. I
think,
can't even
and we,
guess.
and they won't tell us a thing.
Oh, perfect.
It's
because
like
you're going to
lost.
predict with us right now.
And scandals and how to get
Yeah.
away with murder. Yeah, it's like all that.
now,
So let's get to the
Your
predictions.
AfterBuzz TV.
And
Yeah.
Jenny actually did say that she wants to come in, by the way,
So
via
you
Twitter.
can
So
bring her.
hopefully
All of
she'll.
you guys can
Jenny
come.
did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jenny's got to come in.
So
you gotta come
hopefully
in.
she can be a better.
She might give you hints, clever
verdict.
hints.
No,
She is
she can't.
so brilliant, that woman.
Yeah.
Well, she's the
I'm
creator. She can
stoked.
say whatever she wants.
She's a showrunner. I love when we have
Okay.
showrunners on the show.
She works. She sleeps 3 hours a night.
I don't know. I
That's
don't
it.
understand.
She's on Twitter all the time. Like she retweets you guys and even just like things that people say about you all the time because I follow her and I'm like,
Yeah, we
what?
love
The
her.
random person. There's no hashtag. There's no anything. But yet she
Okay.
finds stuff that
she's-
people.
Okay.
She's on it.
So she could do that, but the characters can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations to Jenny because this is the
Kick-ass.
business.
Yeah, this is the business. Okay, predictions real quick, guys. What do you think? What's happening?
Hold on, you just put me on the
Boy,
spot.
start.
I should have been thinking about this.
No,
but
they
I'm too
can't.
distracted.
Yeah, you can
start.
predict. You don't have to
good-
predict the
I
exact same
predict that
thing.
she's gonna have a baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep it very
So
straight
wait,
laced. Yeah.
Every guest I've had on every other show has made predictions that may or may not be true.
No.
But wait a minute.
Yeah,
hold
I would
on.
love to hear them because I mean we're farther ahead than you guys are. So we
Yeah.
know
And
And let
something.
me say, he said predict that she's gonna have a baby because there have been things where we've been like, oh, well, what if she loses the baby,
right?
Or what if she, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. She could. I'm just
No,
predicting.
she's not.
Well, that was one of the predictions that I had, possibly,
far.
that she would
was
lose the
gonna
baby.
She
No.
definitely needs to stay a virgin for a little while
I do
longer.
too. I don't want her to have sex.
think she
That's
will.
my prediction. I don't want her to.
The
I
only
want
reason
her to
why
stay
I
a
have hope
virgin.
for her being pregnant for a while is because in Breaking Bad, Skylar was pregnant for like 2 seasons.
Ah,
Breaking Bad, actually.
yeah.
I just finally watched it.
Brett
Okay.
secretly hopes his character becomes.
I was just thinking about that. That's why you said prediction. I was like, I hope he becomes Walter White.
Well, when you said ride along, that's what I thought of. Actually, that was the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful
Hank,
with
you're
that.
gonna go and
Yeah.
ride it, Hank. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so
Well, I predict that Petra, we're gonna find out what the alibi is for Petra. That possibly the mom is the one that pushed Zazo.
I think so, too.
And then that's it.
I predict that the wedding is going to be postponed.
Yes.
I think that Jane is going to forgive her father at some point, and I like the lessons of they're going to learn stuff
Yeah,
from
I
each
think so,
other.
too. Mhm.
I think something's going to happen between Xiomara and Rogelio.
Yes.
And I think Petra needs to get some new bracelets.
And
that are
maybe
in the
Sienna
shape of
handcuffs. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. And find a girlfriend in jail. Okay, so my prediction. 'cause
Oh,
I
and
like
then
her.
she's gonna work shit from jail.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's
Luisa
gangsta.
is doing some. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, so social media, where can people find you guys?
Y'all can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi, Giorgi, and on Instagram at SteffiG47.
Find me at Giselle Ugarte, spelled Ugarte.
Ugarte.
For the sake of the show, it's Ugarte.
Ugarte. Okay, and Madison Chase Fitness on YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and my website, MadisonChaseFitness.com. And you two handsome fellas,
Thank
where
you
can
so
we find
much for
you?
being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
We
you.
love
Please
you.
come back.
We would love to.
Where can they find you on social media?
Social media.
At Brett Dier on Twitter and Instagram.
At Justin Baldoni, Twitter and Instagram.
Thank you
And
so much.
YouTube
And
channel.
what's your hashtag?
Yeah, so my company, Wayfair Entertainment. So
Yes.
wayfair-entertainment.com and same on YouTube.
And what's the
Grab
30
Kleenex.
thing? What's the 30 thing?
Good 30, do an act of kindness. Anything you want to do, something good for someone else. It doesn't have to be big, it can be small.
Yeah.
30 seconds or less, upload it with the hashtag Good30. We will find it, put it together, and it's all going to go to
And we're gonna all do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead and talk to us about it if you have any questions.
Yes.
We'll make sure to keep in contact with all
you
of you
guys
and
for
discuss.
talking about that.
You
Thanks.
guys have
Absolutely.
to watch, and I've mentioned this before, My Last Days. Go check it out. It's on Soul Pancake, the YouTube channel. That is a series that Justin directed. If you love him, you're going to love him even more. His heart is huge, and it will teach you something about life.
Deuces.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.